is October 1st. You got Halloween right around the corner, but October also is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
And the Bert Show is doing something special this month that we've never done before. So you'll notice whenever you watch any of our videos, you'll see pink ribbons in the background for breast cancer awareness. And then also, if you would like us to represent someone in your life who has dealt with breast cancer, okay? So they are currently going through treatment, they are a survivor, or if you want us to wear a t-shirt in memory of, you just send it to the Bert Show and we will wear them and we will proudly display their name in all of our videos.
And we get 7-8 downloads a day on those videos. So it's very impressionable.
So they'll be posted on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere. But to kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we already have a t-shirt that we are going to wear. And this is the one that everybody's going to be wearing today.
Oh my God. You guys. Thank you. Oh my God. They're all holding up pink shirts that say wearing pink for Cassie's mom. I had no idea. I emailed yesterday when I saw this on the schedule and I was like, my mom has breast cancer. If there's time and it won't like derail the bit, I'd love to be a part of it.
Surprise, you are the bit.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. This means a lot. For those of you who don't know, my mom got diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer a couple years back now. And she went through chemo, and it was a lot with insurance, too, to the point where she had the port installed, because you have to get a surgical port installed. I think the chemo goes into your heart. And she was all plugged in, or whatever the terminology is, to get the chemo, and they're like, your insurance denied it. And so she had to get out of the chemotherapy chair, and then we had to go fight insurance in order to get the chemo. And after that, and that's the easiest battle anybody dealing with cancer had to go through. And she fought it, she beat it, came up all clear. And then at her 1-year MRI scans, it had come back and it had spread at stage 4. And it recently has spread even further. And she's receiving treatment at MD Anderson in Houston. And there's so many advances. I had no idea there were so many advances in breast cancer. And many people, Kay Lee had been talking to me about a friend of his who was battling breast cancer. And the prognosis is they can never get rid of cancer, but they can help treat it and minimize it and shrink the tumors, which I always thought once you got breast cancer, it's done. You know, it's chemo or bust. But there's so much, but it's not working as well as we had hoped for her. And so it's been really tough. And we got some bad news really recently. So this means a lot. Thank you.
I'm so sorry you have to go through this, Cassie. I'm so sorry your family has to go through this. But we just wanted you to know that you're not alone, and we wanted to honor you and your mama to kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Thank you, guys. Man, I just put on mascara in the car. I never wear makeup into this show, and I was like, let me try and put in some effort.
You know, and I don't know what the statistics are around our country and around the world as far as breast cancer goes. But for every story that you hear like Cassie's, there are hundreds of women that are going to find this out today. Maybe it's thousands. I really am guessing here. And it's the ripple effect of something like that isn't just for the person that obviously is fighting through it. It's for the family. It's Cassie or it's her dad. And you really got to take your hat off to all of the workers that are trying to help and do everything right. And then you have frustrations along the way. You just assume when somebody has cancer that the system is going to open up for you and help you out. No. We see that with Bert's Big Adventure kids all the time. And it's no different with cancer with adults, as you're finding out also.
Yeah, it's tough, and it's a whole new world of, I mean, Kristen, I know you went through this too with your dad, just new nomenclature, learning new terminology, what stuff means, you know, and the hardest part is the unknown, the life expectancies or what it is. So many cancers are so different from each other, and it varies by person. So you're like, no one can give you any definitive answers, and that's not anybody's fault. That's just the nature of the beast. And so it's tough, and it's tough, obviously, as the person going through it. I've watched my mom have to go through it, but also the family around that person and their support system, too, because they're trying their best to be the support system, but obviously it affects them as well. And so when I see, you know, people talking about breast cancer, it affects, or any kind of cancer, it affects more than just the person diagnosed. It's got, like you said, a ripple effect throughout everyone. So just check yourselves. Be your own advocate. You know, my mom had found a lump and she went in and it disappeared somehow. And then it came back and she went back again. And that's when she was diagnosed. So because she had caught it. And then luckily she went in for scans for something else, actually. And that's when they caught that it had spread. And so she was able to go for more treatment. But you've got to be your own advocate and you've got to do self-checks as well. It's not something to take lightly.
So if you have somebody in your family, right, we will wear a T-shirt with their name on it to honor them. It's not going to be as fancy as this one. This one's all out. But if they want to reach out to us, do it at the website?
Well, I don't know if we have everything set up at the website yet because this was a surprise for Cassie. So, but if you just want to email us, producer at the Bert Show, and we can tell you how to get us the shirts, and we will proudly wear them throughout the month of October.
The Bert Show.